So, who fancies a free upgrade to their mental programming? Who wants to transform their thinking around money? And today is the start of a 30-day challenge to transform your thinking, to transform those old emotions into new emotions that can support you better on your quest for abundance and financial security. So join me now for a quick tap along. We're going to just tap a few acupuncture points and make a few self-statements to ourselves. So take a slow, deep breath and just relax. Tap the back of the hand with the tips of the fingers. We're just going to tap a few acupuncture points around the body. It's like acupuncture, but without the needles. Now it's about transforming all those old emotions that we have connected to money. So think about money now. Think about your relationship to money and take a slow, deep breath and just relax. Put a smile on your face. Enjoy the experience to just let go. Surrender to yourself in this moment. Be okay with money. From this point on, you can now change your mind. Take a slow, deep breath. I choose to transform all my old thinking and all my old emotions towards money. All these old thoughts and emotions no longer serve or support me in the present. So I willingly release and let go. Take a slow, deep breath. Relax and let go. These old thoughts, these old emotions no longer serve or support me. They're all negative when I think about money. So I now choose to transform these emotions to support me better in the present and move me towards my natural state of abundance. Take a slow, deep breath. Relax and let go. I transform all my negative emotions towards money. It is my deliberate and determined intention right now to let go, to be at peace with money, and to transform the way I used to feel about it so that it supports me in the present. I've experienced the negative contrast with money, and I'm now ready to receive the positive contrast. Take a deep breath. And tap the top of the head. And just relax. I transform my fears for courage. I transform all of my fears towards money for courage in the present. Take a slow, deep breath. I transform all of my regrets for lessons learned. I transform all of my regrets for lessons learned. Think about money and your relationship to it. Take a slow, deep breath. Think about worry each month, how you pay the bills, how you're going to make ends meet. That's it. Just agree to let go and to be at peace. I transform all of my worries for surrender in the now. I choose to be okay, at peace. I transform all of my worries to be okay in the present. Tap under the eye, take a deep breath. I transform all of my self-doubts in the past connected to money to trust in the present. I transform all of my old self-doubts connected to money to self-trust in the present. Tap under the nose, take a deep breath. Think about money. I transform all of my sorrow connected to money to joy in the present. I transform all of my sorrow connected to money to joy in the present. Tap the chin, take a deep breath. Think about money, think about anger and resentment. I transform all my old anger towards money for compassion and understanding in the present. I transform all my old anger towards money and that resentment, and I trade it, I exchange it, I transform it for compassion and understanding in the present. Tap the collarbone, take a deep breath. Think of how sad you've been when you haven't had money or you haven't been able to provide for yourself or others. And just agree now to let go. Take a deep breath. I transform all my sadness connected to money for happiness in the present. All that old sadness I now transform, connected to money, to happiness and abundance in the present. Tap under the armpit with the tips of the fingers a few inches below. Take a slow breath and smile. Enjoy the process. You're doing really well. I transform my getting by each month, each year, for abundance in the now. I transform my thinking of always getting by and only having enough. I transform this way of thinking into abundance and allowing and receiving in the present. Take a slow deep breath and relax and let go. Go back to the start of the eyebrow. Take a slow deep breath. I transform my fears for courage. I transform my fears for courage. I transform my regrets for lessons learned. I transform my regrets for lessons learned. I transform my worries about money for surrender in the present. Just let go and just give up all that worry. Tap under the nose. I transform my doubts for trust. All my old doubts towards money, I transform into self-trust in the present. It'll be okay. I trust that. Tap the chin, take a deep breath. All sorrow connected to money, I release and I transform into joy in the present. I transform all my old sorrow for joy in the present. Tap the collarbone. All this old anger, this resentment towards money, I transform for happiness in the present. This anger, this sadness, I transform to compassion and happiness in the present. Tap under the arm. I transform my thinking that I'm always getting by and only have enough for my needs. So I transform this attitude of getting by for abundance in the present. This serves me better. Take a slow deep breath. So, I willingly let go of all resistance. I exchange and transform all those old thoughts, all those old emotions for abundance in the present. And I'm ready to receive what I've been wanting for all this moment. Take a deep breath, relax, stop tapping and let go. It's quite simple. We sometimes get into an old habit, a way of thinking that no longer supports us. So we can choose to transform all those old fears, regrets, self-doubt, sorrow, all the attitude of just getting by. You can throw that all out the window. You can just give up on that old way of being and thinking and feeling and come back every day for 30 days and try this little technique. Each day it just takes a few moments to get yourself in a better place, and while you do that, every day for 30 days you're reprogramming your unconscious mind to support you for money, abundance, freedom and choice, because that's what it's all about. So thank you for joining me today on this simple little demonstration of the EFT tapping technique. And if you've ever wondered what it'd be like to have a personal mentor, then check the link just up here. You'll find lots of details on my coaching page about the services I offer over Skype. And at the moment, I'm running a 10-week mentoring program, which will help you go from where you currently are to a place beyond your wildest dreams. Because we just have a few little limitations, a few little programs running in background that no longer support you. So this is David Childerley. Thank you for joining me today on this little tap along. I look forward to seeing you on another one soon. Take care.